super gabba to take it up, like, but.
Good morning, and welcome to Convocation, celebrating 145th anniversary of the founding of Spelman College. I am Linda Hart Patton, Director of Alumni Operations and a proud member of the Spelman Class of '88. On April 11th, 145 years ago, our beloved founders, Harriet E. Giles and Sophia B. Packard, brought to fruition their dream, which was to educate freed Black women just out of slavery, to become future leaders and to create an institution built on Christian principles. Today, on the 145th anniversary of the founding principles, as we celebrate Black women of the African diaspora, our sisterly bonds, and diverse faith principles. While Giles and Packard knew they wouldn't meet you, it was you and over 23,000 alumni worldwide that they imagined would sustain Spelman as a beacon of heavenly light for what has now been 145 years. Founders Day brings the college community together for an opportunity to reminisce and to renew our commitment. Remembering our past, acknowledging the beauty and blessings in the present, and motivating us to remain faithful and steadfast in our pursuits for the future. This is the time when Spelman also honors her daughters, alumni and students, and the commitment of generations of students, faculty, and staff who have entered the gates to learn and to serve. In accordance with our theme this year, 145th anniversary, our mission, their future, we are ecstatic and humbled to take the time today to celebrate the accomplishments and achievements we have made as beneficiaries and proponents of our Founders Day dreams. Engage in a joyous conversation with someone, a classmate, an alumna, faculty, staff, family, or friend, and share some of your special Spelman moments. I welcome you to Spelman on this very special occasion. I would like to draw your attention to the screen for a special message from Rosalind Roz Brewer, the Spelman College Interim President, Chair Emerita, and proud member of the Class of '84, to bring greetings. At the end of the video, the next voice you will hear is from our board chair and Spelman's sister, Lavette Twyman Russell, Class of '83. Thank you.
Hello, Spelman community, and welcome to Founders Day Convocation. Today, we celebrate the brilliance of a legacy nearly a century and a half in the making. To our Founders Day awardees, the flame of ambition burns brightly in each of you. We are so grateful for your contributions to the world and for the unique spark of genius you add to this global sisterhood known as Spelman College. To our seniors, look around. You are the leaders who will master Wall Street, eliminate health disparities, and chart the genomes that cure cancer. You will reform the justice system and create the art that serves as our collective conscience. And yes, I am certain one of you will serve as President of the United States. To our first years, sophomores, and juniors joining us from the Wellness Center and virtually, remember that our founders created something the world said was impossible. Your footprint is now forever linked to that courage and perseverance. First-year students, as you begin your journey, carry with you the memory of the wake-up and that morning light dawning in Sisters Chapel. It is a light of being unapologetically you. It is a light of excellence, the promise of a place made specifically for you, and the glow of the eternally possible. In the years ahead, I wish for you the same faith that brought Sophia Packard and Harriet Giles to Atlanta, the faith that drove Father Quarles to open his church basement 145 years ago. While I cannot be with you in Sisters Chapel today, I am honored that our board chair, Lavette Russell, is there to share a vision for our future that is as bold as our past. Spelman has always been about looking ahead, pushing boundaries, and moving with purpose. I wish for you an eternal flame that lights your way, always and forever forward.
Good morning. All of my Spelman sisters, and to our faculty, staff, trustees, and the entire Spelman family joining us here in this sacred space and across the globe via live stream. Today, we commemorate the 145th anniversary of Spelman College. It is a moment to remember that Spelman was born in 1881 during a period of national reconstruction, a time that attempted to redefine citizenship and democracy amidst massive polarization and threats to freedom. Imagine those 10 women and 1 girl gathered in a damp basement of Friendship Baptist Church. They didn't gather merely for the sake of literacy. They gathered for liberation. They held a conviction that Black women deserved to take their full place in a world that sought to deny them. In that spring of 1881, Sophia B. Packard and Harriet E. Giles nurtured that revolutionary thought into what we now know as the #1 HBCU in the nation. We're not just an institution of higher learning, we're a testament to the power of a dream. Today, we honor 3 women who embody this enduring spirit. Chandra Byrd Chambliss, class of 2012, our True Blue Award recipient, whose 20 years of unwavering dedication are woven into the very fabric of this college. Dr. Arletta Brinson, class of 1974, our Founders Spirit awardee, whose work as a social psychologist and community servant mirrors the hearts of our founders. Shirley Barber James, class of 1968, our Honorary Degree recipient, a civic leader and publisher who proves that a Spelman woman's voice carries across industries. It is now my honor to introduce the member of our platform party, so please stand as I call your names, starting to my far right. Zoe Shepard, the graduating class of 2026. Zoe is our student trustee. Bonnie Carter, class of 1989, board trustee. Dr. Kamal Bob, board trustee. The Reverend Dr. Nichelle Guidry, Dean of Sisters Chapel. Shirley Barber James, class of 1968, honorary degree recipient. Dr. Mark Lee, Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs. Dr. Danielle Dickens, class of 2009. Danielle is faculty representative to the board. Dr. Arletta Brinson, class of 1974. Our Founders Spirit awardee, Linda Hart Patton, class of 1988. Director of Alumni Engagement. Thank you. It is of great honor that we now recognize other program recipients. And Sisters Chapel would not be Sisters Chapel without the most fabulous organist in the world. Dr. Joyce Finch Johnson, of course, our college organist. Seated in the audience, one True Blue Award recipient, Chandra Byrd Chambliss, class of 2012. Of student leadership, we have Coriana White, class of 2026. Our Spelman Student Government Association president. Our head marshal is Dr. Monica Stevens Cooley, class of 1991. Our platform marshals are Dr. Cynthia Neal Spence, class of 78, and Dr. Erica Williams. Our faculty marshals are Dr. Sandra Sims Patterson, class of 1970, and Dr. Dorian Crosby, class of 91. Our student marshals are Raven Herring, class of 2026, and senior class president, and Leah Randall, class of 2026, senior vice president, and to the magnificent class of 2026. Adorned in your academic regalia for the very first time, please stand for a special Spelman welcome. You may be seated. Among our seniors, we also honor those wearing the commemorative Spelman blue tassel, signifying their participation in the Senior Legacy Gift Program. Your generosity supports the generations of Spelman women who will follow you. I am thrilled to announce that 311 seniors, representing 60% of your class, have collectively contributed over $6,287 to support the President's Safety Net Fund. Thank you for your investment, demonstrating your commitment to future generations of Spelmanites. We also acknowledge the leadership of the Junior Class Council, representing the class of 2027. Will you please stand? And the Sophomore Class Council, representing the class of 2028, please stand. We welcome all members of the junior and sophomore classes, whether joining us here in the chapel or virtually. To our new transfer and exchange students, welcome to the Spelman Sisterhood. You may be seated, thank you. And to the remarkable class of 2029, you are experiencing your inaugural Founders Day. Know that this chapel will one day welcome you again as seniors. Until that time, savor these precious moments and the extraordinary journey ahead. Please stand so that we can acknowledge you. Thank you. To our class of 2029 members gathered in the Science Center, I extend a warm welcome to you. Students, please extend your heartfelt appreciation to your families and friends joining us via live stream for their unwavering support and sacrifice. We are honored to have with us the Diamond Daughters, who have graced Spelman for 51 years or more, like the class of 1968 and 74. And finally, we give honor to the Golden Girl class of 1976, celebrating their 50th anniversary. Please stand, please stand. To our alumni, we express our sincere gratitude for your advocacy, mentorship, volunteerism, and generous contributions. Your giving is a testament to your enduring commitment to Spelman's legacy. As you all know, the Founders Day 2026 Giving Challenge is underway. Today, we are aiming to raise $350,000 in support of Spelman's continued excellence by Saturday, April 11th at 11:59 p.m. Now, as of yesterday, we've raised over $121,467 from more than 413 donors. If you have not yet made your pledge to Founders Day gift, please consider contributing today to honor Spelman's 145th birthday. Currently, 2,978 alumni, representing 12% of our alumni body, have given back this year. We urge you to share the importance of giving with your fellow alumni as we strive for greater participation by Friday, April 11th at 11:59 p.m. We also acknowledge the invaluable contributions of our senior leadership team. Please stand. Senior leadership team, thank you. You may be seated. To our esteemed faculty, who serve as the heart of Spelman's intellectual spirit, you are the architects of the transformative liberal arts and science education that empowers our students. Please stand, faculty, as we recognize your immeasurable impact. And to our dedicated staff, whose tireless efforts create the supportive environment that defines the Spelman's experience, please stand as we salute you. Spelman family, today we face a new reconstruction shaped by AI, economic volatility, and shifting workforce demands. But Spelman has never, ever shied away from challenge, and our response must be as bold as our founding. It is my distinct honor to officially announce the public launch of the most ambitious fundraising effort in our history, Spelman Forward. We have set a landmark goal of $500 million. And we've set that goal not merely to reach a number, but to ensure our financial and academic foundations are strong enough to carry every Spelman woman's dream into this new era. Now, 65% or $325 million of this campaign will go towards scholarships to eliminate systemic debt and ensure financial barriers do not determine enrollment. We are investing $100 million to modernize our curriculum, with AI literacy and computational reasoning. We are investing $45 million to build and sustain a strong technological infrastructure, and $30 million will go towards health and wellness for our Spelman community. To our students, our faculty, our staff, and my fellow alumni watching around the world, this is our moment to decide what the next 145 years look like. We're not just raising money, we're raising the floor for every Black woman who will ever walk through the arch. When you invest in a Black woman, you are investing in the architect of a more equitable future. And I am calling on every one of you, donors, partners, sisters, to claim your part in this historic work. Do not wait for the future to happen. Help us build it today. Let's work together to move Spelman forward. Thank you.
Water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. God's gonna trouble the water.
Children, wade in the water, children, wade in the water, children, God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water, children, wade in the water, children, God's gonna trouble the water.
See the host all dressed in white. The leader looks like the Israelites. See the band all dressed in red. Looks like the band that Moses led.
Wade in the water, children, wade in the water, children, wade in the water, children, God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water, wade in the water.
God's gonna trouble the water, so wade. God's gonna trouble the water.
Why don't you wade in the water, wade in the water?
God's gonna trouble the water, so wade. God's gonna trouble the water.
Why don't you wade in the water, 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 wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Why don't you wade in the water, wade in the water?
God's gonna trouble the water, so wade. God's gonna trouble the water.
Why don't you wade in the water, 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 wade in the water.
what manner of woman she was, let us say, Dr. Gloria Wade Gales, a true giant, seeing you fully as a possibility, our strength for Black women, bridging the gap to excellence and through our ancestors. When future generations ask what manner of woman she was, let us say she was a scholar, a woman whose scholarship wasn't confined to a page, but inscribed upon the spirit of generations. A mentor whose heart was generous, a daughter of Africa who knew her lineage, a queen who needed no crown, and a servant leader who transformed classrooms into sacred spaces. She did not simply teach, she called forth. She insisted upon our dignity until we could no longer deny it in ourselves. And now, we must carry that insistence forward, becoming the women she saw long before we had the language to name ourselves.
This day is as it should be, as they planned it to be. A day of remembering, of giving thanks, and listening to the ancestors. They knew we would gather at this time and in this place to bear witness to the mighty workings of the God in whom they believed and to whom they prayed. Stolen from their birthplace and carried the iron weight of terror through villages and marshlands, through the bush that did not burn, that did not hide them. One by one, women, men, children were imprisoned in the darkness. When they rode the water, like cargo, they rode the waters. And the waters moaned. And the ancestors cried out. There was no light, no air, no Africa. When they stood naked, one by one, together, women and men and children, how small she was, are Phyllis, transfixed by the gathering of strange people wearing bleached faces,
dressed for worship and bidding for wares.
Go down,
6 head of foxhounds,
Moses,
2 milk cows, 1 gray mare and
way down,
colt, 1 pair of oxen, 2 spinning wheels, 2 ox carts, 10 gallons of maple syrup, 132 gallon of Johnson Miller whiskey,
to let my people go.
6 Negro slaves.
And when they labored under a scorching sun, in barren soils they made fertile. Hold on. And in houses of polished floors, just
and
a little spiraling stairs, they built and they cleaned. Hold on. When they were brutalized by the unspeakable horror of slavery. And every little thing is gonna be all right. They did not cease to hope, to dream, to plan. They prayed to a miracle-working God.
Right on time, God.
A loving God of deliverance who would answer their fervent prayer. I want my children to be educated. I want my children to be educated. This prayer answered is our testimony.
God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, Thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, Thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path, we pray.
When people ask how Spelman College, decade after decade, produces women leaders, scholars,
Artists,
change agents,
and revolutionaries,
we journey to 1881, 18 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. In that year, Sophia B. Packard and Harriet E. Giles heard the ancestors' prayers lifted up to the heavens.
and in a melodious duet that to this very day, reaches high notes in the Spelman hymn. They said,
Send me, send me.
send me.
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? Well, I'm gonna send thee 2 by 2. And so it was that Sophia B. Packard and Harriet E. Giles traveled from the east, where they knew comfort, to the south, where they saw need. And when they arrived, they saw the miracle that would become Spelman College. For as it had been prophesied, 11 women and girls are walking from their dwelling places to the basement of Friendship Baptist Church. Can't you see them? I see them.
All Spelman students see them.
All alumni see them. All faculty and staff see them.
Everyone who works and serves at Spelman sees them. They are adorned in garments womenkin stitched with sturdy and loving hands.
Can't you hear them?
I hear them.
They are praying and singing and rejoicing. 'Tis the old ship of Zion. 'Tis the old ship of Zion. 'Tis the old ship of Zion. Get on board. Get on board.
These 11 women and girls were the first students of the Atlanta Baptist Female Seminary.
In 1824, in honor of Mrs. Laura Spelman Rockefeller, this seminary became the Spelman Seminary.
4 decades later, in 1924, this seminary was named Spelman College.
And in this year, 2026, Spelman College opened the gate wide to 2,597 students. We give thanks today for our founders,
Our 11 forebears and 11 presidents of Spelman College.
Sophia B. Packard,
Harriet E. Giles, Lucy Hale Tapley,
Florence Matilda Reed,
Albert E. Manley,
Donald M. Stewart, Janetta Betch Cole,
alumna Audrey Forbes Manley,
Beverly Daniel Tatum,
Mary Smith Campbell,
Helene D. Gale, and the interim president of Spelman College,
alumna
Rosalind Gates Brewer, class of 1984. Rosalind Gates Brewer, class of 1984, whom the ancestors chose for such a time as this to be the interim president of Spelman College.
From first-generation college student to corporate executive,
CEO,
COO,
visionary, President Brewer brought forth a future-ready Spelman,
future-ready teaching and learning,
technology, scholars,
agency,
and not to mention
those future-ready blue blazers. President Brewer, thank you for leading with vision, courage,
and unwavering grace during such a pivotal time in Spelman's history.
Your journey lights the path for those of us following behind you.
Because of you, the Spelman legacy shines even brighter.
And the world will know where we are,
who we are,
and why we praise thy name, Spelman.
echoes of our ancestors.
And know we are anointed to fly.
As our angel, Dr. Gloria Wade Gales would profess.
We claim our space.
We claim our space.
We claim our space.
We claim our space. Not only because we can, but because we must.
And when life's race is won, thy noble work is done, O God, forever bind our hearts to thine.
On this day, April 9th, in the year 2026, the 145th Founders Day celebration, we sing in one voice our ancestors' answered prayer.
I want my children to be educated.
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 Would members of the Granddaughters Club please come forward, lifting up the ceremonial wreaths, representing the founders of Spelman College, Sophia B. Packard and Harriet E. Giles.
is now time for the presentation of honors. The True Blue Award gives recognition to a member of the college community who has exhibited the true blue spirit through dedicated service and commitment to the mission of Spelman College. This year, the recipient is Chandra Byrd Chambliss, class of 2012. Let us watch this video introduction.
Chandra Byrd Chambliss was born in Wiesbaden, Germany, where her father proudly served in the United States Army. As one of 4 children, she grew up surrounded by the discipline, resilience, and global exposure that come with military life. She spent part of her childhood in Gießen, Germany, before her family returned home to Atlanta in 1966. In Atlanta, Chandra attended West Manor Elementary School and later graduated with honors from Southwest High School. A spirited and engaged student, she was both a cheerleader and a member of the school newspaper staff. She went on to study at Oglethorpe University and Georgia State University before marrying the love of her life, Thomas Chambliss III, in 1978. Introduced by her lifelong best friend Robin, a friendship of nearly 60 years, Chandra and Thomas have built a strong, faith-filled marriage of more than 47 years. Together, they raised 3 children, Thomas IV, Jeremy, and Nia, all of whom proudly serve the city of Atlanta in public safety roles. Family has always been at the center of Chandra's life. She is a devoted mother-in-law to Kendra and Lauren, whom she lovingly calls daughters-in-love, and she and Thomas helped raise 3 additional young men who became part of their extended family. She is the proud grandmother of 4 and great-grandmother of 1. In 2004, Chandra joined Spelman College as a temporary employee working with the late Danny Flanagan. Shortly after, she became the administrative assistant to Dr. Lily McNair, then associate provost for research. What became as a job quickly grew into a calling. Inspired by the community of Black women scholars around her and encouraged by Dr. McNair, Chandra enrolled in Spelman's Pauline E. Drake Scholars Program. In 2012, at the age of 56, she proudly completed her bachelor's degree. During her 2 decades at Spelman, Chandra has served in a series of progressive leadership roles in research administration and academic affairs. She became Faculty Support Programs Administrator in 2017. And in 2019, when Dr. McNair became president of Tuskegee University, Chandra was invited to serve as her executive assistant. After 2 years, she returned to Spelman in 2021 as manager of faculty affairs, and now serves as special assistant to the provost. Chandra's service extends well beyond her job description. Whether behind the scenes or front and center, she has consistently poured her heart into the Spelman community. Faith is the foundation of Chandra's life. She is a committed member of Cascade United Methodist Church, where she serves on the Christian Doorkeepers Usher Board. Throughout her life, Chandra Byrd Chambliss has embodied perseverance, service, joy, and above all, love. Love for her family, her faith, and the Spelman community. She is a quiet but powerful force, a woman of grace and devotion, and a shining example of what it means to be true blue.
Greetings, everyone. I'm honored and grateful to accept the 2026 True Blue Award at Spelman College. To be recognized by a community that I love and respect so deeply is both humbling and affirming. Spelman has never been just a place where I work. It's been a calling. It's been a community. It's been a sacred space where excellence, sisterhood, scholarship, and service live side by side. This recognition is especially meaningful because it reflects values that I hold close to my heart: commitment, integrity, dedication, and love for our students, love for our community. I share this recognition with the incredible colleagues who have mentored me, supported me, and yes, challenged me, and walked along beside me throughout this journey. Everything that I have done through my years of service has been rooted in a simple belief that the work we do matters, the lives we touch matter, the legacy we build together matters. I would also like to acknowledge my family and extended family, especially my adorable husband of 47 years, Thomas. His enduring love, patience, encouragement, and steady support have grounded me and made it possible for me to give so fully to this work. I am equally grateful for our sons, daughter, daughter-in-laws, grandkids, other family members, and friends whose understanding has sustained me through every season of service. As I reflect on nearly 20 years of service at Spelman, I am filled with immense pride and appreciation. I have grown here. I have learned here. I have been inspired here by our brilliant faculty and our resilient, extraordinary students. They are the reason we show up every day. They are the future we are shaping, and together we have embraced a choice to change the world. To be true blue is not about perfection. It's about faithfulness. It's about showing up consistently. It's about loving the mission enough to give it your absolute best, even when no one is watching. Thank you for this honor. Thank you for your trust. And thank you for allowing me to serve Spelman College. I will always be true blue.
Chandra Byrd Chambliss, will you please come forward? When I think about the Spelman community, dedicated members like Chandra Byrd Chambliss, class of 2012, they immediately come to mind. For nearly 2 decades, Chandra has faithfully served this institution, currently as a special assistant to the provost. She epitomizes the true blue spirit through her unwavering dedication to Spelman's mission of academic excellence and sisterhood, so much so that she became a Spelman Woman in 2012 as a Pauline E. Drake Scholar. As stated by Provost Lee, Chandra navigates the complexities of institutional governance with remarkable poise and precision. Her service goes beyond administrative duty. She is a vital bridge across our campus community, modeling the integrity, reliability, and transformative grace that define a Spelmanite. Chandra, it's my distinct pleasure to present you with the 2026 True Blue Award. The Founders Spirit Award is given to an alumna who graduated from the college 50 or more years ago and has made significant and lasting contributions to the college and her community that reflect the spirit and tenacity of the founders. This year, the Founders Spirit Award is being presented to Dr. Arletta Brinson, class of 1974. Let's watch her video introduction.
Dr. Arletta T. Brinson, class of 1974, was born to Frank Brinson and Harriet Barker Brinson, and lovingly supported by bonus parents, Pauline Brinson and Booker T. White. Her mother often said she entered the world smiling, a spirit that has followed her throughout her life. Raised in historic South Atlanta, Arletta was educated in a fully segregated public school system, where excellence was non-negotiable, despite inequality. Her path towards Spelman became clear at Luther Judson Price High School, under the mentorship of her beloved homeroom teacher and the incomparable Jean LaRue Foster Scott. The Spelman legacy was already in her blood. Her brilliant mother, Harriet Barker, was a proud member of the class of 1946, and young Arletta grew up as little sister to icons such as Matawilda Dobbs and Dr. Josephine Jackson Smith. In 1970, Arletta entered Spelman College on a full 4-year scholarship. The college proved the perfect home for her intellect and leadership. She graduated in 1974 as salutatorian with summa cum laude honors, while serving in student government, the yearbook staff, and other campus organizations. Arletta continued her academic journey at Georgia State University, becoming only the second African American to earn a Ph.D. in school psychology there. Her groundbreaking research focused on psychological factors influencing African American students. Her professional career began in the Atlanta Public Schools, where she quickly became the youngest school of psychologists in the department. In 1999, she became the first African American director of psychological services for Fulton County Schools. In 2003, she returned to APS as executive director of student programs and services. Among her many accomplishments, Dr. Brinson is proudest of the students she has taught and mentored. She continues this work today as executive director of the Paradise Community Development Center, Incorporated, and as an adjunct professor at Clark Atlanta University. A devoted member of Paradise Baptist Church, she has served on the Youth Advisory Committee and co-chaired the church's historic 160th anniversary in 2025. Dr. Brinson's civic and professional service is extensive. Her honors include the National Service Award from the Association of Black Psychologists, the 2023 National Lifetime Achievement Award from Career Girls, and the 2025 Distinguished Alumna Award from the Atlanta chapter of the NAASC, presented at the luncheon named for her mentor, Jean Foster Scott. She is a proud member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and Pilots International. For over a decade, she has led the beloved Jewels for Jewels and Gifts for Guys service project at A.G. Rhodes Health and Rehabilitation Center. A devoted and dynamic Spelman alumna, Dr. Brinson chaired the class of 1974 Golden Girls Reunion Committee from 2019 to 2024, leading an extraordinary effort that raised $2.3 million for the college, launched the Innovative Women of Golden Futures fundraising platform, and produced a cherished class cookbook. One of her proudest moments was delivering the alumna welcome to the incoming class of 2023 at their induction ceremony. Dr. Brinson is known for her love of travel, from Super Bowls to the Rose Parade to cruises across the globe. And wherever she goes, she represents Spelman with unmatched pride, warmth, and spirit. She continues to mentor students, support campus events, and embody the charge etched on the Spelman gates. We live to serve.
To President Brewer, trustees, students, staff, and the entire Spelman family, thank you for this incredible award. I am honored, humble, and motivated to continue to display the true Blue spirit. The Founders Spirit Award represents a full circle moment for me. My first Spelman sister, my mother, Harriet Barber James White, class of 46, guided me to her alma mater when I was a child, lighting a Spelman spark. The Spelman flame was further ignited by our late Mrs. Jean Foster Scott, my 8th grade homeroom teacher, and others, including Gwendolyn Gilly Conley and Gwendolyn Wells Hathaway. Especially during the golden year of 2024, my Spelman spirit became an inferno. Thank you to the dazzling diamond daughters of the class of 1974, who I represent today. The spirit of Spelman is not only pride in being part of a sacred sisterhood, it is an awesome awareness of the responsibility of that privilege. That spirit says it is our duty to nurture those who are in the pipeline and to foster unity within and across generations of sisters. As Spelman women, we do have a choice to change the world. And in that process, the Spelman spirit mandates that we are women of integrity, service, and kindness. It requires that we give back to the institution that nurtured our growth. We give back as we are able in terms of our time, talent, and our treasure. In the spirit of our founders, let us light the torch of social consciousness, academic excellence, humanity, love, and service for another Spelman night, another sister, another person, regardless of station. My late beloved classmate, Glenda Brooks Smith, wrote that Spelman was a place in our hearts, a place in our minds. It is a place where we declare we are undaunted by the fight. And when life's race is won, thy noble work is done. O God, forever bind our hearts to thine. Thank you for this incredible honor. Thank you. Again, thank you.
Dr. Brinson, please come forward. Dr. Arletta Brinson, class of 1974, thank you for showing the Spelman community and the world what it means to make a choice to change the world. Your remarkable career of dedicated service with Fulton County Schools and Atlanta Public School systems, including becoming the first African American Director of Psychological Services for FCS, and your tenure as Director of the Office of Student Programs and Services for APS is a testament to your commitment to the well-being and education of young people. In the spirit of our founders, your commitment to Spelman and the passion with which you have conveyed your goodness has had an incredible impact that will continue to influence generations. Therefore, it is my distinct honor to present to you the Founders Spirit Award for 2026. So, it is now time for the presentation of the Honorary Degree. At this convocation, celebrating the 145th anniversary of our founding, Spelman College is bestowing its highest honor, the Honorary Degree, upon Shirley Barber James, class of 1968. Let's watch Mrs. James's video.
Shirley Ann Barber James is a lifelong advocate, educator, publisher, and civic leader whose work has strengthened communities, preserved culture, and empowered generations. A native of Georgetown, South Carolina, she graduated as valedictorian of Howard High School before attending Spelman College, where she earned her Bachelor of Arts in Psychology as a proud member of the class of 1968. She later continued her academic journey at Harvard Graduate School of Education, receiving a Master in Education in Guidance and Counseling. For more than 3 decades, Mrs. James shaped students' success at Savannah State University, serving in influential roles, including licensed professional counselor, coordinator of new student and parent orientation, adjunct faculty, director of testing services, and interim vice president for student affairs. Her work was defined not just by administrative excellence, but by genuine care for young people and their futures. In 1983, Mrs. James broadened her impact when she became owner and publisher of the Savannah Tribune, one of the nation's oldest African-American newspapers. Under her stewardship, the Tribune has continued its 150-year legacy of preserving Black history, amplifying community voices, and championing civic engagement. She has also served as Region 2 President of the National Newspaper Publishers Association and received multiple Publisher of the Year honors. Beyond education and publishing, Mrs. James has been a driving force in cultural preservation and civic life. For nearly 2 decades, she served as coordinator and grant writer for the Savannah Black Heritage Festival. Her service extends to more than a dozen boards, including the Savannah Airport Commission, where she is currently vice chairman, along with leadership roles in Safe Shelter, United Way of the Coastal Empire, Ronald McDonald House, and major voter engagement initiatives. A dedicated servant leader, she has held significant positions in many national and community organizations. Mrs. James serves as the 15th National President of the Jack and Jill of America, Incorporated, and has been an active, influential member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Incorporated, the Lynx, Incorporated, and the Junior League of Savannah. Her life story is also preserved in the History Makers Digital Archive at the Library of Congress. Across every chapter of her journey, as a counselor, educator, publisher, civic leader, cultural steward, and mentor, Shirley Ann Barber James has remained guided by a profound belief that communities flourish when people are informed, supported, inspired, and empowered. Her legacy is one of service, leadership, and unwavering dedication to uplifting others, and her influence continues to resonate throughout Savannah, across the nation, and within every life she has touched.
I ask Mark Lee, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, to the stage. Shirley Barber James to come forward.
Board Chair Russell,
Provost Lee,
by recommendation of the faculty and the vote of the Board of Trustees, it is my honor to present to you Shirley Barber James, candidate for the Doctorate Honors of Humane Letters.
Shirley Barber James, your distinguished career in academia, journalism, and civic engagement is to be commended. From the hallowed grounds of Savannah State University, with over 30 years of service, to the ownership and publishing of Savannah Tribune, director, coordinator of the Savannah Black Heritage Festival, and so many other civic engagements, your influence reaches heights supreme and true. As we continue to increase the number of women of color that are sharing the stories of our culture and experiences around the globe, your educational journey, your career lessons, and accomplishments will continue to model for them the potential for impact they each possess. For your devotion to your alma mater as a trailblazer, philanthropist, and community leader, and for raising standards and honor in so many spaces in this 145th Founders Day Convocation, Spelman College bestows upon you its highest honor. Thank you. Upon recommendation of the faculty, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Spelman College, I confer upon you the Doctor of Humane Letters with all the honors, rights, and privileges appertaining thereto.
Hello, Spelman. Hello. Today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I am so thankful to him for allowing me to be in this space today. I say greetings to our interim president and Spelman sister, Rosalind Brewer, in her absence. To my fellow honorees, Dr. Arletta Brinson and Chandra Chambliss. Salutations to our Board of Trustees and faculty and staff, and to my family, my husband of 57 years, plus 4 years of dating while I was here at Spelman. To our children and my grandchildren, my nieces, nephews, my brothers, my friends, my other children who are here with me, but especially to the class of 1968. Hi, sisters. Hi. Now, to each of you, my Spelman sisters, just let that resonate with you for a while. Spelman sisters. Doesn't it feel good? To all of you who are in this sacred chapel, to those near and far, hello, Spelman. I absolutely must recognize you, Dr. Joyce Finch Johnson. She has been the standard bearer and our organist extraordinaire, who has rendered the most melodious sounds within these hallowed walls for decades upon decades. And let's just be grateful to her again and say thank you. To the class of 2026, my sisters, I'm sending you some air hugs. I can't get to each of you, but air hugs, okay? But I do remember, and we remember this day in 1968 when we adorned the cap and gown for the first time. What a feeling, what a feeling. I am simply overjoyed and extremely grateful, and I'm humbled to be here, standing as the recipient of the most prestigious honor from my dear alma mater. Words are inadequate to describe my feelings, but there are two simple words, two powerful words, and I say them with all my soul and with all my heart. Thank you. Thank you. Now, class of 2026, I have been thinking about what to say to you for weeks. And finally, I did what any wise Spelman woman or grandmother would do. I asked my granddaughters, Lauren, who's 21, and Abigail, who's 19. I asked them, what would young women want to hear from me? And the answer that they gave me stopped me in my tracks. They didn't talk about inspiration. They spoke about frustration and uncertainty and about things happening in this world, on their campuses, in their communities, about not knowing how to respond, about how hard it is to hold on to hope and to have faith. And I thought, yes, I know that feeling. I know exactly where you are. So I say to you, my sisters in the class of 2026, and those of you who will follow in the classes of 27, 28, and 29, I see you. I hear you. And what you're feeling is not weakness, it is clarity. Having that conversation with my granddaughters told me everything I needed to know about why I was coming to Spelman today, not only to accept this distinguished honor, but to pass on something. My classmates and I sat where you are sitting 58 years ago, on Founders Day 1968. Our Spelman sister, Marion Wright Edelman, stood where I'm standing and told us, the dream does not come on a silver platter. You have to work to make it real. That message was true then, it is true now. And just as the challenges and obstacles of that era ignited our generation into action, so must the challenges of this present age fuel you into action. You were born into the reality of our dreams, just as we were born into the reality of the dreams of the generation before. Some things change, some things don't. And some things, the most important things, get handed down. When I was a student at Spelman, I also served as a resident hall assistant. I did my best to help young sisters navigate their first time away from home. I sat with them when they were struggling, one conversation, one young sister at a time. Last month, my granddaughter, Lauren, called me. She's a resident assistant at her university. She told me about a difficult situation she had just handled, one that required judgment, courage, and deep care for the people in her charge. As she was talking, I sat quiet, deja vu, because I recognized everything she said. Some things change, some things don't. The phone call told me something again, not just why I was coming back to Spelman, but what I needed to pass on. My sisters, you will be leaving here in a few weeks with a degree from the most remarkable institution in the history of American higher education. You have attained something extraordinary. But what comes after attainment? Here's what 79 years of living has taught me. It is one thing to attain progress. It is another thing to maintain it. When I took over the Savannah Tribune in 1983, the newspaper was already 108 years old. 108 years of Black voices, Black stories, Black history, Black truth, sustained through Reconstruction, through Jim Crow, and through every attempt to silence us. Our founder, John H. Defoe, wrote in 1875 that he would publish the paper as long as he could. And he asked the community, will you do your duty? That call did not end with him. It passed to every publisher who followed him. It passed to me as the 5th publisher and 2nd female publisher. My job was not to be impressive. My job was to keep the light on. And I want you to hear this clearly. Progress is not permanent. It does not sustain itself. It does not coast. It requires someone in every generation who decides that maintaining it is worth the effort. And that someone is you. I know it can feel overwhelming. I know you look at the size of problems and ask, what can one person do? That's the wrong question. The question is never what one person can do. The question is what we can do together. When I founded Women Must Vote in 2012 and then the Women Empowerment Coalition in 2016, I spent years building partnerships, writing grants, going door to door, showing up at churches and community centers and wherever people would gather. Was I alone? No. Could I have been? Absolutely not. We organized, we planned, we worked and prayed together. There was a team of us. And through constant, committed effort over time and with faith, we helped increase voter registration in my county by a percentage that was greater than the rest of the state of Georgia. Change doesn't happen because we hope. Change happens because we organize, we plan, we have faith, and we work the plan together. Individuality is impressive, but collectivity is unstoppable. So let me leave you with three things, simple enough to remember, powerful enough to build a life around. First, find your people, not followers, not an audience. Find your people, the ones who will stay with you when the work is hard, when the results are slow, and the devices all turn off or go dark. You are building those relationships right now in these gates. I urge you, be fully present with your sisters. See them, listen to them, share your thoughts and your fears. Bond with your sisters, because there will be days, and I promise you there will be days, when you will need what my poet, one of my favorite poets, Dr. Rivera Elliott Faustin, described so beautifully. You will need to borrow a cup of strength, $1 of time, and a few inches of a shoulder on which to cry. You will need a cool drink of kindness to refresh yourself. You will need a loaf of advice, even if you can only handle one slice at a time. Your sisters are that shoulder. Your sisters are that cup of strength. Build those relationships now while you are still inside these gates. Next, find your purpose, not your passion, but the problem. Look around you. What gap do you see that others are walking past? What need exists that no one's meeting? This is your assignment, and you don't need permission to start something meaningful. Spelman has equipped you to be undaunted by the fight, but don't fight alone. Then find your platform. You are leaving Spelman with a voice, a credential, and a bond of sisterhood that you can tap into anywhere in the world. Use them unapologetically. I chose a 150-year-old newspaper, but you have tools that I have never imagined would exist. The platform matters less than your decision to use it. Use your platform, but use it with purpose, with integrity, with truth, and always serving something larger than yourself. Spelman College has stood for 145 years because Black women decided collectively that excellence would have a home within these gates. They built this place with intention and sacrifice, love, and faith. They handed it to the next generation and the next and the next. You are not the first Spelman women to graduate into uncertain times. You will not be the last. When my classmates and I walked out of these gates in 1968, we walked into one of the most turbulent times in American history. We didn't know what was coming, but we had each other. We had the Spelman Foundation, we had the Spelman Education, We had the Spelman experience, and we had the Spelman conviction that we were the women who made the choice to change the world. We had the Spelman legacy to build upon. Now, so do you. You are a part of a lineage of great Spelman women who have always turned uncertainty into action. That lineage runs through the bone and sinew of every woman who has ever walked this campus. It runs through you. Legacy is not what you inherit. Legacy is what you build. So as you walk out of these hallowed gates with your Spelman degree of attainment in hand and walk into everything that awaits you, always remember that Spelman will be with you throughout eternity. The work that awaits you in the years and decades ahead, that is the hard work. It is also the most important work, because it is all about maintenance. Progress is not permanent. It requires participation. You have attained, now maintain. You have achieved, now sustain. You did not come to Spelman to arrive. You came to Spelman to begin. So my beautiful Spelman sisters, the class of 2026, lock in.
It's my choice, and I choose to change the world. It's my voice, and I speak with pride and courage. I'll be the change I want to see. I'll scream out loud and say, it's my choice, and I choose to change the world.
out for tomorrow. What I can do today, why wait for another when I can pave the way? No matter how young or old, I hold the power of change. Whether large or small, few or all, my choice remains the same. It's my choice. I choose to change the world. It's my voice, and I speak with pride and courage. I'll be. I wanna see. I'll scream out loud and say, it's my choice, and I choose to change the world. Within this institution, we are women of change. The shoulders that we stand upon never receive applause or fame. So in their honor I will live each day better than before. To show the world how it takes a choice to change yourself and so much more. It's my choice, and I choose to change the world. It's my voice, and I'll speak with pride and courage. I'll be the change I want to see. I'll scream out loud and say, it's my choice, and I choose to change the world. The change begins today with every choice that I make. Spelman, look around and see where the changes need to be. Let's end poverty, fighting overseas. Another dies from a disease. End hypocrisy, starving on the streets, and no one does a single thing. It's my choice, and I choose to change the world. It's my voice, and I speak with pride and courage. I'll be the change I wanna see. I'll scream out loud and say, it's my choice. 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 Make a choice. Make a choice. So what's your choice? So what's your choice? What's your choice? It's my choice, and I choose to change the world. Change the
Oh, boy. Oh my, what an inspiring and historic morning this has been for us. As we prepare to depart from this sacred place, I want to thank the many individuals and committees who made today such a special day at Spelman College. From the first notes of the processional to the final powerful harmony of our beautiful Spelman Glee Club, this Founders Day Convocation has brought us together to remember why Spelman was founded 145 years ago. We stand here today as a nationally celebrated institution for Black women because since 1881, Spelman has empowered leaders who serve their communities, the nation, and the world. The achievements of our alumni and the brilliant promise of the class of 2026 ensure that Spelman is poised to be the institution from which the world expects leadership and service far into the 21st century and beyond. Seeing our graduates in their academic regalia is always a very special moment. But seeing the members of the class of 2026 wearing those blue and black tassels, representing your dignity, your pride, your investment in Spelman's future, has been for me the most precious moment of all. You are the reason we are here. Your achievements are the reason future generations will choose Spelman, and your serious study is why you will leave these gates prepared to change the world. You are the very heart of our Spelman Forward vision. Please join me on the Lower Manley patio at 12:15, where we will cut our ceremonial 145th birthday cake. Now, of course, before we leave, let us stand, join hands, as the Spelman College Glee Club leads us in singing the Spelman Hymn.
My sisters, friends, and siblings, receive now the benediction. It has already been said today that this is the day that God has made. Let us continue to rejoice and be glad in it. There's a West African principle known as Sankofa. It means It is not taboo to go back and fetch that which is at risk of being forgotten. It is not taboo to go back and fetch your history, because if you do not fetch it, you will forget it. As such, Sankofa is symbolized by a bird whose face is facing forward, but whose feet are looking back, are facing back. With its face forward, it is ever mindful of the places from which we have come and the people and the prayers that have gotten us to this place. So with its face looking forward, but its feet facing, its face looking back, but its feet going forward. Y'all know what I'm saying. With its face looking back, but its feet going forward. Amen. Amen. It moves towards the promise, towards the inheritance, towards the prayers that are yet being answered. And when it takes flight, as it flies forward, it calls in those who are coming behind us and those who will have a need for what we create today. Today in Sisters Chapel, we have looked back, and just like the Sankofa bird, we now move forward to the joy of this day and the joy of this season. This is that sisterhood joy. This is that Spelman joy. This is a joy that the world did not give you, and a joy that the world cannot take away. And so go now with the weight of this legacy and the lightness of this joy. Go with the memory of every woman who paid a price that you did not have to pay. Go with the knowledge that you are the answer to your ancestors' prayers and you are their wildest dreams. Go in peace, power, sacred memory, and in your Spelman joy. And now, may God bless you and keep you. May the one who is most merciful and most compassionate guide your steps. May the source of all wisdom crown you. May the spirit that has sustained us for 145 years sustain us now, carry us now, and keep us always and forevermore. Please remain seated as Dr. Johnson plays the recessional. Thank you and enjoy this beautiful day.